So it's the Luton Town Sheffield Wednesday review. Let's hope Sheffield Wednesday can pick 3 points up in a very difficult game. Hello there and welcome to the video. You could like, share and subscribe to the channel. Much appreciate it. Liking helps the algorithm, sharing gets in front of people's faces, and subscribing lets me know you like the channel. Hit that notification bell to let you know when video go live. So Sheffield Wednesday are playing a Luton Town squad who had not been in the best form as late, but their last game did get their first win of the season, which is much needed for them. But this is going to be a difficult away game for Wednesday and a ground that we don't technically do that well at, Kenilworth Road. So let's talk about team sheet, shall we? They were go with Kamenki, Walters, Burke, McGinney, Mengi, Doughty, Nikaramba, Wolf, Clark, Chong, Adebayo, Shea, Morse, Krauts, Morris, Woodrow, Mpazu, Taylor, Holmes, and Nelson is their bench. We go with Beadle, Valerie, Palmer, Bernard, Femero, Johnson, Shea Charles, Bannon, Kabachi, Windass and Smith. Really like the fact that Kabachi getting another start. I thought he did really well last game. The subs are Pitcher, Valentine, Whitway, Michael, Maxlow even, Ingleson, Gassama, Masaba, Jamal Lowe and Ugbo. Ugbo does not start, so this is interesting. So we're going with Windass and Smith up top, which is very interesting to see with him dropping Ugbo. The bench. Maybe going to try and use him as a bit more of an impact player than anything else. But here's the thing. I think he's done really well when he's played the last couple of games, Michael Smith. I think he's done well in that sense. So it looks like it could be trying to knock it up top a little bit more than what we have done. Knock it a bit more top, then have it just not down to someone else. I could be wrong, but that's what it seems like it is if you're picking a Michael Smith. But it's an interesting lineup. It shows that we're changing it up a little bit. Maybe we're going a bit different with how we play versus Luton away from home. Maybe it's just one of those one way looking at different things, and hopefully we will get 3 points. But it's going to be a tough game. I have no illusion that this game won't be difficult, and I think Wednesday going to have to start really well, play at the strength that we know we can, and just keep adding to the game when we play well, and just keep seeing if we can keep that up each game, and each game have an improvement and an improvement. Like QPR, big improvements from the international break. But the one thing was it was defending. Defending let us down again from set pieces. Now the set piece coach is in. Is that suddenly going to change? I don't know if it'll change overnight, but it might do. Let's see what happens. But hopefully Sheffield Wednesday try and get 3 points. I would take a draw against Luton right now, to be fair. Very good half of football for Sheffield Wednesday. That I really thought that was a cracking half of football, actually, to be fair. Played some excellent stuff, knocked the ball around well, tried to get in behind them at times and tried to do something a bit different. It worked quite well with playing Mick. We've been able to hold it up well. And Kabachi and Johnson down that left-hand side have been really good. But for me, Akin Femero have been absolutely brilliant this game. He really has. He's got back into position. He managed to clear things quickly. He just really stepped up. And the thing is, the Luton fans are been on top of the referee and the team as well for them. Every time they hit long, they cheered. I don't think they'll find a playing out from the back as well. But he's looked really solid, knocking the ball away around really well. There have been times in midfield where we've lost it, and sometimes it's been bad just taking an extra touch when probably he hasn't needed to, or just trying to keep on top of it. Some really good chances though. Really good chance by Kabachi. Just waited and waited, curled it, and just go wide. But then themselves had a couple of corners. Nothing that really troubled us. We've actually defended them quite well. But it's been very scrappy at times in stages, because there've been bits where we've been like, let's try and push it forward, get the ball forward, and then we haven't been able. Either we clipped their man or they clipped our man. Let's just say it this way. I don't think the referee will be welcome back in Luton anytime soon at the moment with the way he's reffing it. But Bernard has done well at the back, knocked it around a little bit at the back okay. Valerie has messed up a couple of times. Let's call it what it is. It's just taken too long and they've managed to get on top of it. But anytime they have done it, they've messed up where it's been offside or they clipped it back. And yeah, it's not been too bad. There was an excellent bit of work right near the end with Smith and Windass. We had to. I can now understand why Valentine's not played today. It's a very physical Luton Town. It's a very physical side, and we're having to go into that kind of mode of going strength for strength. I think Charles in the middle of the park been done really well, played some really good youthful balls, and it's been just little bits that just not been there. We've had chances, but nothing really clear cut. But we've been getting into the right positions. It does feel like it could be a game for the players off the bench where somebody will come on and be an impact player when it's starting to tire. I hope Danny makes subs earlier so we can see that. But I think something like Kabachi and Femero have done really well today. Really played well, knocked it around well, defended well. Even Kabachi, when he got back, has actually done some cracking defending. So there hasn't been much for either keeper to really do. There've been little save, but nothing major. But at half-time, it's Luton Town 0, Sheffield Wednesday 0. And I say quite an even game so far. So it'll be interesting to see what we do at half-time, if we just say more of the same or do we change something a little bit. But I enjoyed how he played so far. I am so sick to death of having to say, oh, we played really well and then get nothing out of it. I'll admit, I would have taken a draw at the start of this one. But in the second half, played some really good football. Barry Bannon with another worldie. And he ends up on the losing team again. It's an absolute worldie, but we don't create enough of them. We don't create enough chances to do that. And that's the annoying thing. Oh, it's so bloody frustrating being a Wednesday fan. Because we play really well. We have not deserved to lose this game today. I generally don't think we deserve to lose the game. I think we played some nice football. But again, when we got it in those final moments, we don't do the right things. We bring on at half time. Ola comes off, Kasama goes on, and you're thinking, right, that'll give us a bit more. But we don't get to see most of it. We don't get to see most of it. So Bernard does a stupid tackle, to be fair, to start with, gets the yellow card. But then there's a goal mouth scramble yet again in this team. Yet again, it's a goal mouth scramble. And it's, again, got to get rid of it. But for me, it hit the ball, looks like it hits Bernard's shoulder there. On the shoulder. Not a penalty. The only thing I can think why the penalty, if I'm going to give it the benefit of that, is because he leaned into it to stop it. But he gets red carded. You get completely red carded. And the moment that penalty went in, I said, this game's done. We ain't winning. We ain't doing this now. Because we do not have that mindset to get back into it when Edge went. Nothing could go forward. We had maybe one shot from Windass. Apart from that, that was it. And then their goal that they get goes into the box. It looks like the Luton player handled it, but I'm not 100% sure if he did or not. And he goes and finished it. This is the difference. They took their chance, and when they did, they managed to go from it. Now, all you lot in the comments section, especially Big Al Capone going, oh, bring Sam Allardyce in. Doesn't fucking matter. If we can't finish our shit, we're not going to be able to do that, are we? Because I am sick to death of when I put things up or things, there's going to be people just jumping down the thing. We are in a situation where we are in the relegation zone now. A place we are kind of used to being because we were there a lot last season. It's early days in the season. But I agree, it got to change. We have to improve corners and how to defend them because we still bad it up. Up until that penalty, we were okay. We looked the better team. We really did look good. And I thought we played some excellent football. But again, I've said most of this. I had a funny feeling with how the referee was reffing the game in the first half, he was going to do something to turn it. And he did. Now, we as a club and a club should really have to stick to what we do and go with it, because I don't think we played that badly today. I think we deserved the win. Really do. But on every game, it done my head in, because everyone is now going to jump down the thing saying Danny Rule should be sacked. All I'm going to see for the next week is Danny Rule should be sacked. Sack him, he's clueless, he doesn't know what he's doing, and all that kind of stuff. And it just does my head in, because what's annoying me is that when we play really well, we don't come away with something, because we don't finish chances. It really does my head in. We don't finish chances at all. And that is something we have got to improve it on, big style. Because if we don't improve it on that, we're going to have massive, massive, massive issues. We've gone from being free scoring, but again, no clean sheet kept again in the league, which is concerning. You need to keep clean sheet to stay in this league and score goals. And the one thing we're doing, we're scoring the one goal. That's it. And it's a cracking goal again. It's another good goal by Barry Bannon. But we have to improve on these things. It's going to be a long week. And my God, next week when I sit here and do another review of another game, I could be talking about getting smashed again because we're playing West Brom. There is no break. And if he did turn around and say, I've given you this much money to spend and this is what he's done and he did sack him, I don't know who you would bring in. I generally don't, because our issue would always be with ownership. People want to think, and I'm not calling or saying Danny Rule should be sacked at all. I'm not saying that. But Luton did not play well, but they've done that one thing that they're very good at doing. They are good at getting results. They got the results, and that's what happens. They get results. They did it when they went up. And this is this is another win for them. And again, I said in the preview, they have not won at home all season. Step up Sheffield Wednesday Football Club. It was just the writing on the wall. So please like, share, and watch this and make me feel better. There'll be a debrief on Monday, but I'll be honest with you, it's going to do my head in doing that. So if any of you come to that being just how you can sometimes be, I'll just kill the stream dead. I just won't do it. It's not worth it. But yeah, it's 2-1 to Luton. We played some very good football. Didn't make enough of the chances we had. And it was was it a pen? Was it not a pen? You decide. You let me know. Was it handball on the build-up to their goal? But you take your chances, you win games. We didn't take chances. We took one out of all the ones we had. And that was about it. So we're on the losing team, win the relegation crap yet again, which some people thought we would be. Early day, but Christ, I hate weekend when we don't win.